SR93 Boxing back with a quick video. Post-fight thought to Danny Garcia versus Samuel Vargas or Sammy Vargas. Who knows? Who knows what his name is? Samuel Vargas. He did as good as I expect, or rather, as he did what I expected him to do. Be aggressive. Actually, he did try to use his boxing skills a little more. He tried to move a bit more, which I expect because Garcia does have a reputation for punching and knocking people out. He tried to use his jab a little more. And obviously, this is his second crack at fighting someone who's, the elite, who's considered world level and high on the world level. Errol Spence, and even bigger this time, Danny Garcia, who's a bigger name, who's, technically this is a shot for him at WBC world title. If he won this, he would have been a WBC world champion. But obviously that didn't happen. I predicted this will be a 7-8 round stoppage, anywhere from 7 to 9. But I predicted like an 7-8 round stoppage, and that's what happened. He got stopped in the 7th round. Danny Garcia also dropped him in the 2nd round. Keith Thurman was commentating on the fight, which for the PVC Spike TV, which was interesting, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Keith Thurman going around talking that he's Danny Garcia is against Sammy Vargas or whatever, but he's not against a Keith Thurman. He's not against a one time, and this is true. I do think Danny Garcia beats Keith Thurman, but I don't think it's a sure thing. I don't think it's easy work. I think it's a competitive fight that will be close but convincing for most, that Danny Garcia wins. Either way, what do I think of his performance now? I think what Danny Garcia has done in this fight, even though it's a I don't want to say shitty, but a lower level opposition, Danny Garcia still showed certain things. Like, he was able to time more. His jab wasn't there, and this is true. He does have a decent jab, but it wasn't never there in this fight. But he didn't really, I guess he didn't really need to. He felt like he didn't really need to use it. He was pot shotting at first. He was throwing more combinations a bit later, and he was getting timing down. He didn't really use his footwork, but in his previous fight, he showed that he has footwork. So I feel like I'm seeing some improvements in Danny Garcia. I feel like in this fight, his timing was really good. His accuracy was good. I know he's hitting not the best opposition, but it was target practice, if anything. He did throw some fast combinations. Danny Garcia is not as slow as people think. He's a bit. He doesn't move as much. He's a bit flat-footed at times, but he's not slow. Danny Garcia is not slow. So yeah, man, I did think he did well. I think his power is real. Danny Garcia's power is real. He is. Some people saying he's not a big puncher, but shit, man, he's a puncher. I think he could have got Sammy Vargas out of there a lot quicker. In the 2nd round, he could have got him out of there, but I think he kind of didn't step on the gas fully. Yeah, he sort of like took his time to break him down and use his skills. And he looked really good. In my opinion, he looked really good doing it. So yeah, I was impressed with Danny Garcia. But when the best part of the fight was at the end, when the fight was over, and Keith Thurman was like, he stepped up to actually Danny Garcia went to Keith Thurman was sat on his commentating table, and Danny Garcia went kind of up to him, and he started talking shit, and I think like posing or whatever. I don't know how to describe what he was doing. You have to check it for yourself. He went out there, post-fight interview. Keith Thurman came up. They were talking a little bit of shit, and it was quite funny. I think Keith Thurman was like, "I ain't no easy picking. I ain't no cherries," and he goes, I think Danny Garcia was like, "Yes, you are. I picked you." Shit, that cracked me up. I think that's what he said. I'm not sure, but yeah, you know what? They're both pumped up. I've never seen Danny Garcia talk this much shit, and I think it's good for boxing. I think it's really good for boxing. Keith Thurman, again, I think he's pumped up as well. I think, but like they're both kind of underestimating each other a little bit, in my opinion. Danny Garcia feels like Keith Thurman's. There's nothing he's seen in any other fighter No, there's nothing he's seen in Keith Thurman that other fighters don't have. That the other fight of his opponents, his previous opponents don't have. And yeah, to a certain, one thing is he has some of what American has, and some of what Lucas Matisse has, some of what many fighters has that he fought in the past. But no, he's never fought someone that has combined a lot of those attributes. So yeah, I think Keith Thurman is not. I wouldn't say it's the best fighter that Danny Garcia is fighting, but it's definitely one of the best, and it will be a big. It definitely be the best welterweight that Danny Garcia will be fighting. So yeah, but again, I think Danny Garcia is the best fighter that Keith Thurman will be fighting. Thurman looks like he's just gonna go in there, walk, and Danny Garcia won't be able to take his power. I think if anyone's getting knocked out, it'll be Keith Thurman. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I think we're gonna see some big fights soon. Next week, Andrei Kovалev's coming up. I will definitely be making a prediction video very, very soon. Until so yeah, until then, actually not even until then, I might make some more videos before that. So that's all I have to say. SR93 Boxing, I'm out.